In the winter of 1820, a Tennessee farmer lay dying in his own bed, while the thing that had tormented him for 3 years laughed in the hallway. They say it began on a prosperous farm by the Red River, near the settlement of Adams, Tennessee. John Bell had 1,000 acres, 9 children, and no enemies he knew of. In 1817, walking his corn rows at dusk, Bell met a strange animal. The body of a dog, the head of a rabbit. He fired on it. It vanished between the stalks. That night the knocking started. Fists on the cabin walls. Chains dragged across the porch. Rats gnawing at the bedposts. Every time a candle was lit, the room stood empty. Weeks passed, and it came inside. Covers torn from sleeping children. Pillows snatched from under their heads. Invisible hands pulling hair, until the youngest screamed into the dark. Then came the voice. At first a whisper, like an old woman mumbling hymns, beneath the floorboards. The family pressed their ears to the boards and heard it speak their names. It chose the daughter. Young Betsy Bell woke with her cheeks burning from unseen slaps, welts rising on her arms, her braids knotted tight to the bed frame. John Bell swore his family to silence, but secrets wrought. He confided in a neighbor who knelt at the children's bedside and felt the blankets ripped from his own grip. Word spread through the valley, and wagons came from 3 counties. The voice grew stronger with every audience, quoting scripture, singing hymns, repeating 2 sermons preached the same hour, miles apart. When a visitor finally demanded to know what it was, the voice gave an answer the valley never forgot. It claimed to be the witch of a neighbor woman, Kate Batts. So they called the thing Kate. To the children, it could be almost tender. But for John Bell, it had only venom. It called him Old Jack and promised, before witnesses, to kill him. The legend goes that General Andrew Jackson himself came to see. At the edge of the Bell property, his wagon stopped dead in the road. The horses strained. The wheels would not turn. Jackson swore it was the witch from the trees. A woman's voice told the general they could pass and promised to call on his party that very night. One of Jackson's men carried a silver bullet and called himself a witch tamer. Witnesses say something unseen beat him across the room. The hero of New Orleans left before breakfast. Betsy had a sweetheart by then, a gentle boy named Joshua Gardner. The voice despised the match. Night after night it begged and threatened. Do not marry Joshua Gardner. All the while, John Bell was failing. His tongue swelled. His face twitched and froze. Seizures dropped him in the fields he owned, and the voice cursed him through every fit. On a December morning in 1820, the family could not wake him. In the medicine cupboard, they found a vial of smoke, dark liquid that no one in the house had ever seen. The voice was jubilant. It crowed that it had dosed Old Jack in the night, and that he would never rise again. They tested a drop on the farm cat. The cat died on the floor. John Bell died on December the 20th, 1820. As the first earth fell on his coffin, the voice rose over the mourners, singing a rowdy drinking song until the grave was full. The following Easter, Betsy Bell walked to the river and placed Joshua Gardner's ring back in his hand. The witch had won everything it came for. After that, the house grew quiet. Kate made her farewell like a guest after supper. She would return, she told the family, in 7 years. The household prayed she was lying. She was not. In 1828, the scratching came back at John Bell Jr.'s door. 3 weeks of conversation, predictions of a great war between the states, then a promise to return in 107 years. That appointment fell in 1935. No visit was ever reported. But the people of Adams will tell you the witch never really left. She simply stopped announcing herself. On the old Bell farm, there is a cave above the river. Visitors describe cold hands on their shoulders, cameras that die at the entrance, and a woman's voice telling them to get out. Many houses claim a ghost. Tennessee remembers the one that kept its promises. A man lies buried because of it, and in Adams. They still don't say her name after dark.